Hello, everyone. Are we well? Look at me. I'm on a chair and everything. I'm vaguely upright, like a human, in a way. I trust you're all fine. Do say hello if you're there. Don't say hello if you're not there. That's a nonsense. Hello, James. Hello, Stephanie. How are we? I trust you're well. Lovely stuff. I'm going to start in about 5 minutes, if that's okay. So 20, let's say 2040. Your quiz sheet should be open now. Is that okay? I presume it is. Yeah, it's thank you, Frankie. It's sort of like off lilac is the colour I'd describe it as. Hello. Ha! What a treat, thank you. A cup of tea, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, darling. Debbie McGee has just brought me a cup of tea, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you'll find that's the lovely Debbie McGee.
Debbie McGee has just. Good. Working on the double. That's lovely stuff. Sorry. Yeah, so we're going to start in 5 minutes. I'm not at my house, but I am right next to a router, so hopefully there'll be, which is belching forth virgin. So I'll rephrase. So it should be fine. Should all be fine. I hope everyone is well, by the way, and not getting too despondent or anything like that. It'll soon be over. Things look better than they did yesterday in some parts of the world, don't they? So that's nice. Then let's have a look what sort of filth you've been sending me thus far. For your answers, shall we? Should we just say 2040? I'm going to start 2040, okay? Right, bear with me. I'm going to be back in time for 22 when the questions will begin. Okay? Lovely stuff. Some of you are doing beautifully well, by the way. Others are not. Hello. We're very nearly ready, I think. We good to go? Let's just see. Okay. Let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. Let us begin. And let us begin. Good. Hello, Mickey. Let's begin with question 16, which is on TV, ladies and gentlemen. TV. Which TV series, which started on its 16th series very recently, has recently moved to be set in the Refinery restaurant in Manchester? A move which has proved controversial with the sort of people who give a shit about this sort of thing. Some of them are unhappy. The TV series started airing its 16th series yesterday, I think it was made available. Now set in the Refinery restaurant in Manchester, which has proved somewhat controversial. What is that TV series? Those of you who are good at reading reflections in glasses will probably be able to see the answers. Don't do that. Oh, I'll look away. I'll just look respectfully away. Oh, I can move. It's much better, this. Cheers. Oh, what am I going to hold up? I've got a whole new array of things to hold up as well. And, ladies and gentlemen, I've got this Janet Jackson style headset, should I wish to use it. I don't, but I do have it available. It's an option. I'm going to hold up this Dettol Clean and Fresh, a mega 1 litre, and it's a number 1 Formula 1 grease. I can report. This quiz brought to you in association with Dettol Clean and Fresh. No, but I do have my cake, which I'm going to delightfully eat for you later. In fact, that can be first prize. First prize can be a 1 slice of cake. Enjoy that. Question 17. Ladies and gentlemen, question 17 is on sport. The sport of athletics, ladies and gentlemen, replacing the Golden League series. What is the name of the season-long athletics competition comprising 15 invitational meetings forming the top tier of individual competition outside of major tournaments? What is that? Replacing the Golden League series of 15 invitational events held in a series of locations globally, forming the top tier of individual athletics competition. What is the name of that? It replaced the Golden League series. That's horrible. Question 18 is on literature, ladies and gentlemen. Literature. Which Shakespeare play, ladies and gentlemen, which Shakespeare play set in ancient Britain between the years 10 and 14 AD, based on Celtic legends and named after a semi-mythological king of Britain? Which Shakespeare play is that set in ancient Britain between the years of 10 and 14 AD, based on Celtic legend, and as is its title, the name of the King of Britain? What is that play? Question 19, ladies and gentlemen. On the two things that have broadly, present company excluded, keep me going through the lockdown period, which is cakes and Wikipedia, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you a description of a cake from Wikipedia with the name of the cake removed, obviously, and all you need to do is tell me what type of cake is this. So, blank. Cake is a traditional fruit cake with a rich flavour. The cake is often made with currants, sultanas, and almonds. Sometimes fruit peel may be added to it. The original development of the cake began in blank in the late 1700s in the shop of Janet Kaler. It was mass-produced by the marmalade company Kaler's Marmalade, who claimed to have been the originators of the term blank cake. However, similar fruitcakes were produced across Scotland. A popular story is that Mary, Queen of Scots, did not like glacé cherries in her cake, so the cake was first made for her as a fruitcake that used blanched almonds and not cherries. The top of the cake is typically decorated with concentric circles of almonds. Today, the cakes are often sold in supermarkets. The cake was also made and marketed in British India and in independent India after 1947 by Britannia Industries and its successor firms. However, after 1980, the cake was withdrawn from the market, though it continued to be supplied privately as a corporate Christmas gift by the maker. Queen Elizabeth is reported to favour blank cake at tea time. Nice and straightforward. I don't think that needs to be read again, do you? And if you do, I don't agree. That's all clean and fresh. Question 20, ladies and gentlemen, is on films. Films, fuck's sake, George. Fuck's sake, George. You've got a paper sailboat. Yeah, you done dropped it down a drain, and now there's something desperately unpleasant down there, and it's all kicking off. An unhelpfully vague description of which film, ladies and gentlemen, the start of which film? A kid called George, this paper boat, and he's dropped it down a drain with Lord there, and it's all something very unpleasant down the drain. What film is this that I simply will not see ever? Betty's Tea Room Blend, by the way, high quality tea. Good. Question 21, ladies and gentlemen, is on sausages. Favourite sausages. And I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I never leave home without my supply of emergency pork sausages. However, such foresight has not been demonstrated by a group of miners currently trapped underground by an explosion. They have two requests, one of which was A, please get us the fuck out the mine, and B, genuinely, please provide us with some emergency pork sausages. In which country are these miners to be found, ladies and gentlemen? Miners trapped underground by an explosion in the mine shaft, but who have requested both to be allowed out of the mine, but also to be given an emergency supply of delicious pork sausages. In which country has this taken place? You're all doing very well. So whenever I look at my phone, I'm just doing the marking. I apologize. I'm professional, I know. But question 22 is on links, ladies and gentlemen. What links? The following things. I'm going to give you a series. 10 seemingly unconnected things which, upon closer scrutiny by you band of avid scrutineers, are revealed to have a single conjoining theme. But what is that theme? So what links? A six-wheeled car. The licensees originally of the Rover's Return. Reynolds and Lancaster. Aged Seaman. Hand-on Sloopy, sorry. A Manchester band formed in 1982. An aquarium variant of the striped panchax fish. I'm sure you thought about that. Nick Faldo's jumper drawer. The Mad Stuntman. Some of you may remember the Mad Stuntman. And an illegal response to a catchphrase studio protest. I'll give you those again. A six-wheeled car. The first licensees of the Rover's Return. Reynolds and Lancaster. Aged Seaman. Hand-on Sloopy. A Manchester band formed in 1982. An aquarium-based variant of the striped panchax fish. Nick Faldo's jumper drawer. The Mad Stuntman. And an illegal police response to a protest in the catchphrase studio. What links those 10 things? Question 23. Question 23, ladies and gentlemen, is on advertisements, if you can't speak. The relentless pursuit of perfection, ladies and gentlemen, now achieved by Claire Gibb, 44, York. The relentless pursuit of perfection was also an advertising slogan, of course, used by which car company? I'll set one of two answers here, by the way, so if you know which one it is, that helps. Well, no, I mean, if you know what I mean, you'll. Sure. The relentless pursuit of perfection, advertising slogan, used by which motor company? And there are sort of two correct answers for that, basically. And it's raining, by the way. Question 24 is on television. What is the name of the British sitcom? Set in London, I think. Yeah, set in London. It follows a series of parents, mostly mothers, written by Sharon Horden and some others whose name I forget, in which the characters negotiate the pitfalls of middle-class parenthood or mother, with hilarious consequences. The name of the British sitcom set in London, following a series of parents who negotiate the pitfalls of their middle-class existences. Written by Sharon Horden. I think Graham Linehan was involved at some point, but don't let that put you off. Helen. She's now Helen Serafinovich again, isn't it? Peter Serafinovich's sister. She wrote it. I think Holly Walsh. I think she's involved in some way. But don't let that put you off either. What is the name of that sitcom? It's all right, but a bit smug. Which is not a criticism coming from me, is it? It is. Very hypocritical. It's not time yet. Question 25. It's now time. By the way, yeah, time. Question 25, ladies and gentlemen, on history. For some reason, some unknown reason, the forefront of my mind today are fascist world leaders. I'm not sure why. Don't know. And one of the most famous of whom, one of the leading fascist leaders of all time, is Hitler, ladies and gentlemen. He was popular in that regard. First came to prominence, national prominence in Germany, after the Beer Hall Putsch, for which he was jailed in 1923, which took place in which German city? In which German city was the 1923 Beer Hall Putsch, for his involvement in which Hitler was jailed in 1923, serving what on reflection was an unnecessarily short 9-month period? Question 26, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport. Which Formula One driver, ladies and gentlemen, recently broke the record for the most Formula One drives before their first win, with victory in his 191st race, the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix. A Formula One driver recently won his 191st race. That's the most unsuccessful races before victory. Winning the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix. Who is that driver? Question 27, ladies and gentlemen, is on films and actors. Which actor has won 2 Best Supporting Actor Oscars in recent years, in the years 2010 and 2013, for his performance, both of them, in films directed by Quentin Tarantino? Who is that actor? I personally frankly think it's beautiful hair, by the way. It's soft and smooth and exhilarating, like an aerial motorbike. Should have done. Question 28 is on literature of a sort. Dr. Brooke Magnanti, ladies and gentlemen, of course, has also worked, ladies and gentlemen, as a call girl and tells the tale of her rich and varied life experience in her best-selling 2005 memoir. Under what name and what pseudonym was that written? Dr. Brooke Magnanti told the tales of her wealth of experience in a variety of fields and also indoors in her best-selling 2005 memoir. Under what name did she write this memoir? Portrayed by Billy Piper on a TV series I enjoyed watching. Lads. Question 29, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit. Something, don't worry, pretend it wasn't me. Question 29 is on food names, ladies and gentlemen. Kalonji, Kalonji, which is the most Bishy Road name for this thing, black cumin and black caraway. Are alternative names for which seeds which have a name associated with film in a very different context. Kalonji, I presume, Kalonji, I don't know how to say it, sorry. Black cumin and black caraway. Alternative names for which seeds which also have a name associated, which no, not also have a name, which have a name also associated with food in a different context. What is that name? And question 30, the last one for a bit, ladies and gentlemen, is on music, and probably my favourite band of all time, my favourite group of all time, really. The English Jacksons, they were known as. The Jacksons from EastEnders. No, it's not them. Alan? Was it Alan Jackson? Yeah, it was Alan Jackson, not the one from It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, but he looked very similar to the lead singer of China Black, but it's not them. Anyway, my favourite group of all time, the English Jacksons. Which family outfit? Comprising siblings Delroy, Denise, Doris, Lorraine, and Stedman. The Pearson family. What band was that, ladies and gentlemen? The 5 siblings Delroy, Denise, Doris, Lorraine, and Stedman, who was an absolute full weight, full run, 90 mile an hour bell snort. Absolutely dreadful, man. Which band is that? Just take a minute to remind you of a couple of things. One, Friday, ladies and gentlemen, is the inaugural World Hand Dryer Day. For those of you who have an interest in that sort of thing, weirdos. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. The Australian cricket team. Anyway. Funny that. Okay. Questions 31 to 40, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be off camera, so don't panic. Questions 31 to 40, ladies and gentlemen. The usual poll answering public, who are a bit weird, it must be said. They're a bit odd. Were challenged to name their 10 favourite TV personalities. Or just not their 10 favourite, just say what they thought of them, and their 10 favourites are who? They all appear on British TV. I'll say that, or did, because some of them are dead and no longer appear other than in repeats. Yeah, that's what you've got. There's only one particularly egregious inclusion, I'd say. I think from memory, let me just check how many are dead. Not like from my list, I'm not going to their houses or checking my basement or anything like that. 4 of the 10 are dead. I think, unless they're not dead. Yeah, 4 of the 10 are dead. I only find 2.5 of them were found intolerable. And you've got until 2113 to do those. I need the nom de plume for question 28, by the way, not the name of the work, the name that was used. People in a double act would count as one. There is no one who's really thought of as being in a double act. Okay. Why am I having to check everything? Let me just check. Okay, yeah, there's one person who might be thought of as being in a double act, but does enough on their own. Yeah, so I'd say these days none of them are in a double act. One of them was, but isn't really anymore. Okay. Okay. I did say that they're on British TV, by the way, but not necessarily all British. Don't piss me off. Okay, good and close. Get back on it. Let's go right back on it. Question 41, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you. Ladies and gentlemen, but I like to spend as much of my time as possible mucking around a whale's blowhole, feasting on its spray. Ladies and gentlemen, what 5-letter word, also used for something to generally mean sort of a foamy stuff, is used for the sprays of breath that emanate from a whale's blowhole? Yeah, I would steer clear of people found in double acts. I really would. There's only one. I'm just helping you, really. There's only one who I would think of even as being part of a double act, and that hasn't been sort of active for like nearly 25 years. I could repeat the whale question, Stephanie. Yes, what 5-letter word, also used more generally for sort of foamy stuff, specifically used for the sprays of breath which emanate from the blowhole of a whale. It's Dettol time. It's question 42 time, ladies and gentlemen, which is on fictional characters. Which fictional character has been portrayed on both the big screen and the small screen, so on screens of various sizes, by people as varied as Sean Pertwee, Jack Bannon, currently, Michael Goff, Michael Caine, Jeremy Irons, and shortly, Andy Serkis. All portrayed which fictional character? Sean Pertwee, Jack Bannon, currently, I believe, Michael Goff, Michael Caine, Jeremy Irons, and soon Andy Serkis. Which character? Just one word answer is fine. First name, not surname, if you're just going to give one name. The surname is the name of the program, I think. Yeah. That's also fine, yeah. Whoever's just put a 3-word answer, that's absolutely fine. Question 43, ladies and gentlemen. Although it's for charity, so this is a bit curmudgeonly. Which song completes this list of 3 currently, hopefully not to gain any more members, which started in 2018 with We Built This City on rock and roll, and 2019's I Love Rock and Roll. What was 2020's entry into that list? It started in 2018 with We Built This City on rock and roll by Starship, and 2019's I Love Rock and Roll by The Arrows. Good night. Later covered by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. What was 2020's most recent and hopefully final entry in that list? Question 44, ladies and gentlemen, is on video games. Which computer game series, which has a name based on a Latin literary phrase? It's a literary phrase in Latin, but it's not from a Latin word. Well, it is a bit, but anyway. Has in the series games called, the first one's just called the name of the series. And then subtitles called Invisible War, Human Revolution, The Fall, probably not based on the band, Go, and Mankind, probably not based on the wrestler. So the name of series is the first one. Then it's name of series Invisible War, name of series Human Revolution, name of series The Fall. You play it the next week, it's got a completely different lineup, isn't it? And name of series Go, and name of series Mankind. What is that series of games? For 43, I need the one that completes the series, not what the series is, okay? Don't need to know what the series is. I know what the series is. I know what the answer is, to be fair. But I need the one that comes third, so the same sort of, okay? So just identifying what the series is not going to get you a point. Question 45, it's locked down, everyone's a bit, despondent maybe, a bit downbeat. So let's keep it light. What was the name of the 2006 film starring Timothy Spall as the former chief hangman of the United Kingdom? It wasn't the final one, just a couple of people took over from it. What was the name of the 2006 film starring Timothy Spall as the chief hangman of the UK? A very odd man, it has to be said. Question 46 is on people. This is a rum cove and no mistake. Which well-known public figure has, amongst other, perhaps better-known deeds, has claimed that he, through sheer willpower, prevented the relegation of Reading in 2006, a claim Alan Pardew, the Reading manager, was quick to rubbish. He also bought a Scottish island, claiming that it contained treasure brought there from by the sister of Tutankhamun. Treasure he planned to locate via dowsing, and ignoring the fact that Tutankhamun's sister is a mythological figure. Sued Nintendo over claims that a Pokemon was based on his likeness. To be fair to him, it definitely was. And also persuaded school children to donate 40,000 spoons so he could make a massive statue of a gorilla in his garden that was unveiled by the Duke of Kent, and then, despite the fact that it was donated to him, refused to give money from its sale to charity, saying that instead the statue would amaze, delight, and heal sick children. Who is that person? So claimed to have prevented Reading's relegation, putting him at loggerheads with none less than Alan Pardew. Do you remember him? Do you remember Alan Pardew? À la recherche du Tom Pardew. Should we do that? The Proust Ian Rush. Anyway, good material. Bought a Scottish island on the fraudulent notion that it contained hidden Egyptian treasure, which only he could locate. Sued Nintendo over claims a Pokemon was based on him, which it was. And also persuaded people to waste their spoons, allowing him to build a statue of a gorilla unveiled by the Duke of Kent, and then refusing to donate the money from its sale to charity, saying that instead its mere existence would be enough to raise sick children from their malaise. Who is that person? And I think it's fair to say, prick. Okay, yeah. For 45, for the film, someone's put basically the subtitle of the film, but it's actually the name of the person I'm looking for, really, which is the proper name of the film. Okay? So most teams put a one-word answer. If you put a three-word answer, I need that to be the actual main title of the film, not the subtitle, okay? So I'm going to mark what you've put in as wrong. I need the man's surname. That's fine if you've just changed it. Good. Question 47 is on How the Mighty Have Fallen, ladies and gentlemen. Question 47. Which former Champions League winner in football, male Champions League winner in football, is currently the manager of League Two side, Oldham Athletic? Which former Champions League winning footballer is currently the manager of Oldham Athletic? Question 48, ladies and gentlemen, is on disambiguation. Potential entries for which word on Wikipedia are. So this is like, if something has multiple meanings, these are all entries on the disambiguation page for this word. It could be a city in the USA, a type of chicken, a type of grape, or a type of moth. A West End theatre in Camden, an X-Men character, a fictional secret society, a French rock band, a defunct unit of Greek currency, or an episode of Breaking Bad. So potential entries for which entry on Wikipedia could be a city in the USA, a type of chicken, a type of grape, or a type of moth. A West End theatre, I think it's in Camden, an X-Men character, a fictional secret society, a French rock band who are excellent, a defunct unit of Greek currency, and an episode of Breaking Bad. All potential results in which word, the disambiguation page for which search term in Wikipedia. Question 49 is on TV children, ladies and gentlemen. Mark, Rory, Kathy, Dermot, and Trevor. The children of which TV character? Mark, Rory, Kathy, Dermot, and Trevor. The children of which titular TV character? Question 50, ladies and gentlemen, is on films. Which Hertfordshire Film Studios, ladies and gentlemen, was the setting for the filming of, amongst other things, the original Star Wars trilogy and the original Indiana Jones trilogy? That's not really a thing, is it? The first 3 Indiana Jones films. Which Hertfordshire Film Studio was that, ladies and gentlemen? The setting, original Star Wars, and the first 3 Indiana Jones films. Maybe the 4th. I don't know. That doesn't count, does it? Which film studios are they? Question 51, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, but Donald Trump is no longer the American president. Bye. But he didn't leave without issuing a list of pardons. He issued a list of pardons to some people, amongst the normal, inciters of racial hatred, election fraud, gerrymanders, that sort of thing. A few that slipped through the net. I've been lucky enough to get hold of a copy of it now. I'll just read it to you. So it reads, I, Donald John Imhotep Trump, pardon the following people. Nasty Nick Bateman, Grot Bags, Mumra, a contestant on the Weakest Link who didn't bank, then got the next question wrong. Neil Warnock, Paddy McGuinness, the sitcom Coupling, that's been pardoned. Matthew Hayden, Giant Haystacks, the woman who put the cat in a bin. Odd Job, Rob Hawthorne from Hollyoaks, everyone else from Hollyoaks, Ray Purchase, Davros, Freddie Flintoff, but not Andrew Flintoff. I like Andrew Flintoff. Freddie Flintoff's a dick. And Joe Swash twice. However, He done his pardons, and when he said goodbye, his big helicopter. And then he walked off stage, ladies and gentlemen. What music played? Unusual choice of song played immediately after Donald Trump's final address to the nation, which loves him so, ladies and gentlemen. Which song was that? The final song that will play Donald Trump off stage at his big farewell chat. What was it? Question 52, ladies and gentlemen, is on literature and calculation. The exact temperature, of course, at which irritating rich kid Americans burn, and hence the TV series, is Fahrenheit 90210. Fact. But of course, more famously, the exact temperature at which paper burns is 451 Fahrenheit. Hence the book Fahrenheit 451. What, ladies and gentlemen, is the Celsius equivalent of 451 Fahrenheit? Because I'm feeling generous, I'm going to give you 2 in either direction. So the Celsius equivalent of 451 Fahrenheit. What is it? Question 53, ladies and gentlemen, is on geography. In which American state would you find the town of Tombstone, ladies and gentlemen? Not the birthplace of The Undertaker, but in fact the location of the gunfight at the OK Corral, and also the straightforwardly named film Tombstone. Which state is that, ladies and gentlemen? The town of Tombstone. Location of the gunfight at the OK Corral, and the straightforwardly named film Tombstone, set in Tombstone, in which American state? Question 54, ladies and gentlemen, is on comedians. What is the name of the comedian known for his Room Next Door series of vignettes? Let's call them vignettes, shall we? In which he would pretend to be giving advice via headset to a public figure giving a public address. What is the name of that comedian known for the Room Next Door series of vignettes in which he would pretend to be in direct communication with a well-known political figure, often giving a public address via headset? Who's that comedian? No, wrong one. That's an empty mode. Good. Question 55, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport. Great sporting start this. In which major footballing nation has there not been a top-flight derby, by which I mean 2 teams from the same city, since the 1989-1990 season? The top division of which major footballing nation has not seen a top-flight derby, by which I mean 2 teams from the same city, playing each other in the top division since the 1989-90 season? Which nation is that true of? Oh, fancy. And question 56. The last question in this round. Which word of 5 letters or more, one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by all of these following artists? David Bowie, The Libertines, Aqua, The Streets, The Stranglers, and The Beach Boys. One word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by David Bowie, The Libertines, Aqua, The Streets, The Stranglers, and The Beach Boys. What is that word? Right, boys and girls. Do your music round. I'm going to come back at 10:05. 10:05, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll have everything wrapped up by 10:15. Okay, so 10:05. Then it'll be time for the pointless questions and a jackpot question, and then we'll be done hopefully by 10:15. Okay, lovely stuff. I'm just going to disappear again. No, hi everyone. 9 minutes left, by the way. Uh, 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Your pointless questions. Let's attract your attention. Your pointless questions, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, I gave 100 of my friends 100 seconds. And I made it a competition for them, as ever. So they were looking for good answers, ladies and gentlemen. I gave them 100 seconds. Bear with me 1 second. I've just moistened my mouse pad. And it's just basically not working. That was an error. 100 seconds to name either any England cricketer, Test match cricketer, to have made their Test debut since the year 2000, so that's including the year 2000. Any capital city of a country currently in the Commonwealth, or any top 40 single by or featuring Kylie Minogue. Okay? Looking for obscure answers. Your tiebreak question is how much in grams did the world's heaviest ever aubergine weigh? The heaviest ever aubergine. I'm going to give you 7 minutes to do that and finish all your other answers. So that's 22:12. That's 7 minutes, all until everyone has finished. So when you have finished, click save, tick the 3 boxes, and finish. Okay? Then I'll get on with them. I'm marking them as I go along. It's very close. Yeah. And if it's a tiebreak, the tiebreaker will break the tie. Lovely stuff. The points index, by the way, indicates that this quiz, the Amy and Dave index, of course, indicates that this quiz is slightly easier than normal. I may need to work on a more reliable metric. Nice to read, isn't it, Dave? Grams, Stephanie. Measure the aubergine in grams. Advice I frequently give. Oh, very good. Okay, you've got 3 minutes to finalise all your answers. Don't forget, when you have finished, click save, tick the 3 boxes, and click finish. Lovely stuff. We have had some pointless answers, I'll tell you that now. Less than 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 9, 8, 4, 1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the quiz, which I'm now going to finish. Stop the quiz. No further answers will be accepted. Let's have a look, see if there are any that have slipped through the net. There are not. Should we have some answers, ladies and gentlemen? Let's have some answers. Your picture on number 1 was Steve Ryder. Number 2, Dr. Jill Biden. I did allow Mrs. Biden, but come on. 3 is Gladys Knight. Without the pips, hence the speaking clock. 4 is Matthew Fort. Number 5 is the teddy bear of Grayson Perry, Mr. Alan Measles. 6 is Beryl Reid. 7 is Sergeant Slaughter. 8 is Chris Martin. Not a composer in the show, often gets a rush of blood to the head. Number 9 is Trevor Bayliss. Number 10, Trevor Bayliss. Number 11 is Tintagel Castle. Number 12 is Dan Lawrence. Number 13, daytime presenter of Family Fortune, Andy Collins. Well done, whoever got that. 14 is, of course, Pain in the Arse. And 15, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Well done, you'd all got those. 16, TV series that's changed location is First Dates. 17, The Diamond League. Replacement for that. 18, Cymbeline. There's a Shakespeare play, Cymbeline. 19, Dundee Cake. Of course, Dundee Cake. They'll get harder. Don't worry about that. 20, It, Part 1, more correctly. 21, the Miners in China. Of course, China. 22, the six-wheel car, of course, the controversial Formula 1 six-wheel cars made by Tyrrell. The first licensee of the Rovers return with Jack and Annie Walker, the Walkers, Reynolds and Lancaster, of course, Burts, aged seamen who are referred to as salty dogs, ladies and gentlemen, salty dogs. Hand on Sloopy was a hit single for the McCoys. The Manchester band from 1982 was, of course, the Smiths. The aquarium variant of the striped panchats is also known as the Golden Wonder Fish, ladies and gentlemen. The Mad Stuntman featured with Reel to Reel, a real crisps company. Nick Faldo's knitwear is, of course, predominantly Pringle, ladies and gentlemen, Pringles. And the illegal response to a catchphrase studio protest led the police to kettle chips. Ladies and gentlemen, they kettled Mr. Chips. Can you believe it? They're all crisp manufacturers, ladies and gentlemen, crisp manufacturers. 23, Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. I would have accepted Toyota as well because I'm generous. 24, ladies and gentlemen. 24 is Motherhood, is the TV show. 25, ladies and gentlemen, the Beer Hill Putsch was in Munich. 26, Sergio Perez was that driver, Sergio Perez. 27, Christoph Waltz, one of the best supporting actors. 28, Belle du Jour was the pen name used by Brooke Magnanti. 29, Nigella, the Nigella Seeds. 30, Delroy, Denise, Doris, Lorraine, Stedman Pearson, a 5-star, ladies and gentlemen, 5-star. The beloved TV personalities, ladies and gentlemen, your beloved TV personalities were David Attenborough, Trevor McDonald, Stephen Fry, Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert one, not the newsreader or off of Today's The Day, Paul O'Grady, a few corpses now, Bruce Forsyth, Barbara Windsor, Steve Irwin, and Terry Wogan, and purely to irritate me, and presume, Richard the Hamster Hammond. "41, ladies and gentlemen, 41, spume, is that word, spume. 42, Alfred Pennyworth, ladies and gentlemen, has been played by all those people. 43, they're the songs with which Lad Baby had its number one hit with parodies of them. So Don't Stop Believing was 2020. 44, Deus Ex, as in Mackinac. 45, Pierpoint was the Timothy Spall film. 46, Yori Geller did all those things, lovely stuff. 47, Harry Kewell, Champions League winner 2005, of course, with Liverpool, as manager of Oldham. 48, Phoenix is a possible answer for those things. 49, they're the children of Mrs. Brown, of course. 50, the studios is Elstree, not Pinewood, as many of you put, which is in Elstree, but it's not the studio name, Elstree. 51, ladies and gentlemen. 51, YMCA was what he walked off to. Not as I've put, YMVA, disappointing failure to spell the letter C correctly from me there. 52, 233 to the nearest degree, so I would have allowed 231, which is within 2 degrees, and 235, which isn't technically, but I would have done 232.7, I think. 53, Tombstone's in Arizona. 54, the comedian is Michael Spicer. 55, there has not been a top-flight derby in France when Racing Club de Paris and Paris Saint-Germain played in 1990. The previous one was in the city of Ajaccio, which is absolutely amazing. On Corsica, isn't it? 56, Heroes. The word in all their song titles. On to the music round. 57. First one was John Denver with Leaving on a Jet Plane. Then it was Roxy Music with Dance Away. The Associates with Party Fears 2. Then it was Cooler Shaker with Hey Dude. And then Eminem with Without Me. Justin Bieber with Baby, or Baby Baby, or Baby Baby Baby, as some of you put. It's not only correct. Then we had, neither is it the word boom. Then we had The Band with The Weight. And then we had Mott the Hooper with All the Way to Memphis. Then we had Godley and Cream with Wedding Bells. Then we had Bone Thugs and Harmony with The Crossroads. Then we had the Libertines with What Became of the Likely Lads. And then we had Right On and Carlo with Fake ID. With a fake ID. I'm not one of them, obviously. Your pointless questions, your Commonwealth capitals could have had Nassau, Bahamas, Mbabane, and La Bamba, which are the administrative and legislative capitals of Eswatini. The Roseau, the capital of Dominica, South Tarawa, capital of Kiribati, Malay from the Maldives, Yaran, capital of Nauru, Castries, capital of St. Lucia, Basse-Terre of Kitts and Nevis, or well done, Honiara, the capital of the Solomon Islands, which feels Mickey Con. That feels like a Mickey Con answer to me. The Kylie singles you could have had wouldn't change a thing. What do I have to do? Word is out. If you were with me now with Keith Washington, well done. Finer feelings. What kind of fool? Heard all that before. A celebration. Where is the feeling? Some kind of bliss. Please stay. Red-blooded woman. Chocolate. Giving you up. In my arms. The one. Get out of my way. Better than today. Time bomb. Into the blue. Dancing. Real groove. Higher, that's by Tayo Cruz feat, Kylie Minogue. And then the BBC compilations, God Only Knows, and Stop Crying Your Heart Out. And your cricketers, you could have had Ricky Clark, Anthony McGrath, Martin Saggers, Amjad Khan, Tom Westley, Jake Ball, Ajmal Shahzad, and John Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, never knowingly underbowled. Good. And your tie-break question, the world's heaviest ever aubergine weighed 3,060 grams, ladies and gentlemen. 3,060 grams. Hey, Emma, how are you? Your leaderboard looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Your leaderboard looks like this. Then it's the top five. Amy and Dave with 48 points, ladies and gentlemen. 48, 6 points higher. And then in fourth with a very respectable score of 56, which would win, has won. 56, £5 down the Swanee. In third place with a very respectable 61 points. Ladies and gentlemen, no effing Trump, hurrah. And then tied for first, ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 63. Well, the Chords and universally challenged. Let's have a look at their tie-break answers, shall we? Okay. Okay, so the universally challenged for their tie-break answer, ladies and gentlemen, was heaviest ever aubergine. 20,000 grams, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 20 kilogram aubergine. You know how aubergines are basically an outside and then nothing, yeah? 20,000 grams, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you might think that's an appalling answer, mind you. You might think that. But, and there is a but. Imagine if you thought that was too small. Not one time, not twice. You thought the biggest aubergine was bigger. Not twice as big, ladies and gentlemen. Not 3 times as big, ladies and gentlemen. Not even 4 times as big, ladies and gentlemen, but 4.3 times bigger than that. Okay? With an answer that's some 28 times bigger than the actual weight of the aubergine. The Claude's Nest, 86,000 grams. An 86 kilogram aubergine, which means, ladies and gentlemen, because of that wretched aubergine dressing, an absolute aubergine, the winning team are universally challenged. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Commiseration and aubergine wretchedness to everybody else. Thank you all for taking part. There will be another such event at the same time next week, at which it will be an increasingly submerged, subaquatic, and housebound pleasure to each and every one of your beautiful, smiling online presences. Until which juncture, good night. Thanks, Frankie.